Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Justin Shrimp. So, the time has come finally. We just finished acclimating these shrimp here. We have young juveniles and young babies, a mix of both here. The genetics are Pei Wen, Red Galaxy Fishbone Snowflakes, and Kelvin Wong Sunset Boas. They were bred together, so it's a mix of the genetics. And if you know any of those two breeders, they're probably top five in the world breeders. So yeah, this is what we got going on. So we just finished our drip acclimation for this thing. We drip acclimated for 3 hours. We took them out of this 10-gallon tank here. So we got most of the kind of the young, very young juveniles out of here, and we got as many babies as we could get. There's still dozens and dozens more babies in here. Can't really see any there. Sorry about the glass as well. I haven't scraped it in a while, so the presentation isn't all that excellent. But you know, these shrimp love the biofilm and algae on the glass, so I just kind of keep it there. So yeah, so last night, kind of just so happened, it was after the lights off and stuff, that we added 17 shrimp into here, and they're doing great. There's so much food, it's unbelievable. We have a big giant piece of flame moss back in the corner. There's a couple of the juveniles. And we had 2 babies that we added in here last night, and they're still alive, so that's good. pH is quite a big jump. So this is at 5.4 pH in this tank, and then this one's at like 6.0. So yeah, pretty big jump. But yeah, let's put them in the tank here. I'm gonna do my best here to hold with my bad arm here. I'm gonna hold the camera with that, and we'll get them in there. All right, babies. Welcome to your new home in a minute here. This is not easy with one arm. All right, here we go. Make sure we got all the babies out, and then sticking to the walls. Yeah, I wish I would have hit the zoom button there, but there they all go. Awesome. Make sure to check this, see if there's any babies in here. And there are 0 babies in there, so yeah, let's check these guys out and zoom in here. A lot of them are immediately starting to feed. I mean, this tank is just full of, you can see that, just full of food for them. They're just loving life. They're actively moving their feet, which is great. Sometimes they'll get shell shocked and they'll just lock up, you know, when they have, or they'll do the opposite and they'll freak out as well. But these guys seem to be doing exactly what we want to see here. Going from, you know, 6.0 pH to 5.4 is a pretty big jump, and we acclimated them for quite a few hours, so we should be good to go. Yeah, immediately they're just feasting. So yeah, now we have approximately 60 babies and young juveniles in here. So I didn't realize I had that many of them, but and there's still a lot more babies in this tank as well. Just haven't got them all out. We'll eventually, once they grow up a little bit more. So yeah, guys, just thought I'd show you that here. Things are moving forward here. So now we have we went from one tank of Red Galaxy fishbone snowflakes and sunset boas to our second tank. We've got about 60 of them in there, and then we have about 35 in here. We just fed these guys. They're feeding really well. So these, the way I separated them was, if you see on their backs, there's kind of like a little bit of a gap. They still got excellent fishbone patterns and lots of spots, but there's a little bit of a gap. You know, it's not a continuous fishbone pattern, so that's kind of how I separated them. Still very high quality shrimp, but you know, I'm kind of new to all this, you know, judging shrimp based on this and that and the other thing. They're still amazing shrimp. You can see some have the like the sunset boa colors in them, more of a pink color. So yeah, when we look at the head spots on that one there, you can see there's a little bit of a break though on the back, so it's not a continuous line. So that's kind of how I separated them. This particular one, yeah, it's got a little bit of a break. That one should have went in the bottom tank. That one has a continuous line. But we can move shrimp around later. Plus they're still developing their patterns and all that stuff at this point in time. We do have some cherry shrimp in here as well. We threw in a 4 cherry shrimp. The red cherry shrimp with white stripe. We got 3 females and 1 male. We're gonna see if we can just breed them in here. pH is at 6.0 in this tank. But yeah, these guys are happy. Look at all the air bubbles. So that's what we want to see. Lots of oxygen in the tank. So see how these you can see how that kind of biofilm, or it's kind of purplish there. So if you saw our video that we did yesterday, this tank, you know, was kind of dead for a while and we didn't do anything, but we kept it active. We took out all the moss and we took the lights out. So this tank didn't have lights for like probably 3 weeks or a month or so at least. And that kind of killed off all the green walls, and then so now we're seeing kind of this purple. It might be cyanobacteria, but I'm not really sure. But eventually I'm going to scrape it, and then that could have sucked into the sponge filter, and then hopefully we'll try to grow back green walls slowly by adding some bacteria powder. I'll get back on that schedule. Usually I do it like twice a week, a little bit of, just a tiny bit, twice a week. So these are all for sale as well. So yeah, thanks for checking out the video, guys. And yeah, big day here. Finally got our third Caridina tank going here, and yeah, stay tuned and thanks for checking out the video. Have a great day.